Hello and welcome to another episode of The Living Philosophy. Today we're going to be drawing a distinction that's very important in personal development work and in moving forward in any kind of goal-setting enterprise, and this is the distinction between goals and dreams. So let's have a look at that. Came across this distinction a few years back. I was reading about this writer, and he'd been working on this book for a while, and he was thinking about the difference between the circles of control. Now this is something that you find in Stephen Covey's work in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, but it's also something you find millennia ago in the works of the Stoics, and it's about operating within your sphere of control, setting your expectations within what you can control rather than getting bogged down by the things that you can't. So it's about having a certain level of autonomy within your sphere of influence and recognizing that. And so the distinction that I want to look at is the distinction between a goal and a dream. And this is the idea that a goal is something you can do. A goal is something you can achieve. It's something you can take action on. Whereas a dream is something that you hope will come from your actions. It's something that you have no control over. So it's about the way the world receives it. So in the context of, say, just this YouTube channel, obviously my goal is to grow this channel to megalomaniacal heights, monomaniacal heights, but that's not really within my control, or at least yet. As far as I understand it, it's not within my control. But there's certain distinctions starting out which I can draw. So my initial thing was like, okay, I need to understand how to do the certain aspects around just making videos. So for the first 100 days, I'm going to make 100 videos. And so that was something that was within my control. That's something I had influence over. Now, the dream was that I'd end up with 10 million subscribers out of those 100 videos. It was some kind of growth, some kind of hope. So as this guy parsed it with his book, he said, my goal is to write a book. My dream is that it would become a bestseller. My goal with the channel was to make 100 videos in 100 days. My dream is that it would grow exponentially over time, or that there would be some kind of ballooning of growth beyond my expectations, which there kind of has been. So it's that difference of not building your expectations, not building your confidence based on what's outside of your control, but looking at what's within your sphere of influence. What you have this destination you want to get to. You have the end point. But to get there, it's a mix between dreams and goals. And while you can't necessarily influence dreams yet, you know the certain steps you can take, the certain goals you can set to move towards that. Obviously, within the context of that writing experience, there's a lot of things you can do to become a best-selling author. There's people like Ryan Holiday and Tim Ferriss who know how to game the bestseller lists, and there's a certain science to that in its own way as marketing gurus. But with any task in your life, it's a helpful distinction to say, okay, what's within my sphere of control? What is the goal here, and what is the dream? And to separate those things and to become conscious and not to become bogged down when your dream isn't coming true, but to hold yourself accountable to your goals, to hold yourself accountable to what you can do, to what is within your reach. And that is where we can aspire to grow more, and that is where we can aspire. That's our leverage point for getting towards our dreams, is working on our goals, is working on what we can, what's within our sphere of influence. So that's just what I wanted to share with you today on The Living Philosophy. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'd also love to hear from you down in the comments if you have any thoughts, insights, or feedback to give on this video, on the channel in general, or just about life. And otherwise I shall see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.